The topic for today's discussion is The Night of the Scorpion, written by Nissim Ezekiel. Nissim Ezekiel is one of the most important Indian writer in English. He was born in Bombay in an Indian Jewish family in the year 1924. His parents were both educators, and his father was worked as a principal in several colleges, as well as he was a professor of botany and zoology, and his mother was also worked as a principal of a school. He started attending Wilson College in Mumbai and received a BA degree in literature. After he completed his BA, he started studying at Batesburg College, London, where he studied philosophy. His first collection of poetry was published in the year 1952. And also, he published another book called The Dead Man. It was published in the year 1960. He started his career in the publication industry as a critic and also as an editor of poetry in India. He played a very major role as a professional position at the University of Leeds and also University of Pondicherry. He received the Padma Shri Award by the President of India in the year 1988. Finally, he passed away in the year 2004 at the age of 79. The Night of the Scorpion is written in a free verse, and so it is, uh, and also it has some eight stanzas poem, and there is no particular rhyme scheme that was followed by the poet. Night of the Scorpion, it revolves around the story of a mother. It happened during the night time, the story of one night. The mother was stung by a poisonous scorpion. As a result of that, the peasants, the holy men, and all the other people in the village, they gathered around her and they started chanting mantras and prayers in order to save the life of the mother. But all of their efforts were in vain, and she suffered for 20 hours during the night time. And finally, after she suffered for 20 long hours, when she recovered herself from the pain, she started praying towards God and she started thanking God for saving the life of her children. Okay, so this is the short introduction for the poem. We will see the line by line explanation. The first reading. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. Parting with his poison flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. The peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud baked walls. They searched for him, he was not found. So, the poet has used the personification technique here. They searched for him, he was not found. Okay, so here the scorpion was personified, the literary device, the personification used here. They clicked their tongues with every moment that the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. May he sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be buried away tonight, they said. May your suffering decrease, the misfortunes of your next birth, they said. May the sum of all evil balanced in this unclear world. So, in this stanza, the poet has clearly brought out the superstitious nature of the uneducated village people. They had a strong faith on God. They prayed towards God in order to stop the movement of the scorpion. They believed that the suffering of the mother, it will reduce the misfortune of the next birth. Also, they believed that the sins of the previous birth will be relieved, will be removed by the suffering of the mother tonight. Okay, so this is how her sin or her sinful life will be balanced through her suffering. So this is a very important stanza in which the poet has highlighted the superstitious belief of the people in the society. Okay, let us continue the reading. May the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good become diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition. So, again, this is also one of the superstitious beliefs. Okay, so the poison will purify the flesh of the mother. So this is a very blind belief that the people had during that time. They said they sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, the piece of understanding on each face, more candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and the endless rain. My mother twisted through and through, groaning on a mat. My father, sceptic and rationalist, trying every curse and blessing, powder, mixture, herb, and hybrid. He even poured a little paraffin upon the bitten toe and put a match to it. So finally, the father doesn't know what to do as a rationalist, as a skeptic. He tried so many methods. He used powders and mixtures and herbs in order to relieve her from the pain. And also, finally, he poured a little paraffin oil on the bitten toe and put a match on it. So this is here also the poet clearly brought out the blind belief of the people. I watched the flame feeding on my mother. I watched the holy man perform his rites to tame the poison with an incantation. After 20 hours, it lost its sting. So it's a natural process, it's a natural thing. So after 20 long hours, automatically the pain it decreased, and finally the mother was able to recover herself from the pain. And at that time, the mother was praying towards God. What she said, my mother only said, "Thank God the scorpion picked on me and spared my children." So she was very thankful towards God because the scorpion didn't pick the children, and this is how God spared the life of her children. So uh, that is how the mother expressed her love towards the children. So the mother's love is clearly expressed through the last line of this poem. The theme of the poem, it revolves around the mother's pure love, or we can call it as mother's um, dedication towards the children, or mother's caring and loving nature. Okay, so this is how the poem ends. Thank you.